Okay. Now, among the special senses, alam nyo naman kung bakit na punta tayo sa topic na yan. Among the special senses ay taste. It's a very important part of the special sense portfolio. And it's a vital part of our being. Okay? Yun yan, pagkatao natin kasama ng panlasa. Okay? Hindi pagkain. Okay. The sense of taste is a function of taste buds in the mouth. Okay? It is a common... Sige, go ahead. Turn it off. Okay. Para mas masarap ang ulo. Function of taste buds in the mouth. Common experience that one sense of smell also contributes to the taste perception. Now, pag sinabi nga, ano ba nalalasahan? Usually dito, ang mga sense ng pangan, where the taste buds are located, ay sa pagkain. And the substance is present in the food that will stimulate the baby endings. So nerve endings ang taste sensation. Now, dahil dyan, we acquire our taste preferences. Mga gusto natin na nasa, gusto ko ba ng ganito, gusto ko ba maasim, gusto ko bang matamis, gusto ko maalat, at saka, aside from your desires, ang nabubuo dyan ay yung metabolic needs, as we will explain later. Now, what are the primary sensations of taste? You have sour, maasim. In Ilocano?
Maasim.
Salty, maalat.
Agad.
Ano sa maalat?
Naagad.
Okay. Sweet.
Sangkit.
Matamis. Sangkit. Okay. Bitter. Mapait. Napait. Diba? Umami. Umami Japanese taste sensation. Described by the Japanese, it is pleasant. Pleasant and it's associated with a pleasant sensation. Pleasant taste. Na ito, kailangan to for the ingestion of proteins. Okay? Yung mga ano na yun. When it's something to do with glutamates, mamaya, lalabas yan. Okay, sour taste caused by acids. So, meron siyang kinalaman sa hydrogen ion concentration. The intensity of this taste is approximately proportional to the logarithm of the hydrogen ion concentration. So, mas mataas ang concentration ng hydrogen ion, mas maasid. So, the more acidic the food, the stronger the sour sensation becomes. Ang salty taste naman, it's sensitive to your ionized salts. Ionized salts as exemplified by our ionized salts sa market. Meron pang mga ibang DOH ionized salt. You have McCormick, the more popular ones, ionized salt. And it has something to do with sodium ion concentration. Alam naman natin yun. Now, especially yung mga sodium cations, pero meron din, to a lesser extent, other anions. So, hindi lang cations, ha? Then, primary sensation, sweet taste, not caused by any single chemical, similar to the bitter taste. Ang sweet taste, pwede yan kadalasan sa sugar. Ang sweet taste, yan ay may kinalaman sa pleasant sensation. Okay, from sugars, glycols, alcohols. Hindi yung alcohol na gusto niya ng treatment pagkatapos ng final exam. Ha? Hindi yun. Baka hindi pa ka tumagal sa final exam, baka mamaya pala. Okay. Aldehydes, ketones, amides, esters, and of course, some smaller proteins. Ganon din ang bitter taste, not caused by a single type of chemical agent. Now, there are two classes of substances, especially likely to cause yung napay, long chain inorganic substances, containing nitrogen. So, nitrogenous substances, and of course, the alkaloids. The substance saccharin, yan yung una, mapagbalat kayo yan sa umpisa, matamis, but later on, has a bitter taste. And this will form part of that perception of some people na ayaw nila sa saccharin. Umami taste, gaya na sabi natin, from the Japanese word meaning delicious, associated then with a pleasant taste sensation, and usually with foods containing L-glutamine, such as aging cheese. Sino mahilig sa cheese? Dito. Yung cheese na ano, ang alam lang natin na cheese dito. S-O o kaya yan. Hindi, no? Yung hindi yan. Usually pang-amin sa dagat. Pang-amin sa dagat. Sa karon. Tapos, ang cheese maraming klase. Okay? You will go through your cheese education. Brie, cheddar, yeah, Parmesan, kung ano-ano pa, ang dami. Especially in European countries. Now, the substance, actually, most of those are L-glutamine. Diyan ka nagkakaroon ng umami taste. Kaya, feeling good. And of course, meat extracts. Pero, alam naman natin, ang meat extracts ay masama sa katawan. Pero, gives you that umami taste. Right? Now, ito mga location nila, ang sweet usually sa tip ng tongue. Itong salty taste, same sensation at the same location, pero medyo aakyat lang siya a little bit bilaterally. Bilaterally, a little bit. Ang sour is more of mid-lateral ang location sa tongue. Ang bitter is posterior central. Ang anong location. Ang umami, dahil na medyo ang umami, it's a new taste. Nung time namin, wala pang umami. Ngayon, meron na, and it occupies virtually the whole tongue. Now, the threshold for taste are as follows. Threshold for stimulation. Bakit may threshold na naman? Yes, meron din silang action potential. At ito yung mga, ano natin, sour taste, usually 0.999 nano, ito, molar, salty taste, by these amounts, just for your information. Sweet taste and bitter taste. Now, these are the sour substances na usually sour, relative taste indices of different substances. Okay? Siyempre, karamihan dyan sa sour taste are acids. Sa bitter taste, yan yung mga quinine is an anti-arrhythmic and anti-malarial medication. Now, there are others here like nicotine, caffeine. Alam niyo naman, mapangit ang kape. Okay? Cocaine and morphine. So, walang mag-aalit dahil mapangit. Sweet substances, alam naman natin yan, usually, pati yan, sucrose, fructose, glucose. Madalas kayo tatanungin regarding sa food preferences ng mga pasyente nyo. Diabetic, Doc, hindi na ako nagkakanin, tinapay, pansit, binawasan ko na, dinagdagan ko ang fruits. Okay, which is wrong. So you have to educate your patient because fruits contain fructose, which is also fruit sugar. Nakakataas pa din ng blood sugar. And salty substances, yeah, usually dominated by the substance sodium. Now, there's such a thing as taste blindness. Some people cannot recognize certain things. Different types of thiourea compounds. Now, itong phenylthiocarbamide, for your information, lang ang pinag-test ng psychiatrist for taste blindness, which is found in around 50 to 30% of people. Now, ito, ang taste blindness kadalasan may kinalaman yan sa psychiatric conditions. Okay? For your information. Now, ano ba ang anatomy ng taste bud and its function? Have you discussed this in histology? Hindi ba? Hindi ba? Okay. So ang structure nito, iwan natin ng hindi masyado. We do not have the necessary materials. Mas pagandahin sa slides. Now, a taste bud is a complex structure, no? To begin with, it is composed of 50 modified epithelial cells. Okay, there are some supporting cells called tentacular cells and other taste cells. Now, yan, undergoing mitosis, palagi yan napapalitan. Kaya nga, di ba, pag napaso tayo, hindi naman permanently damage yung paso eh. Okay, sa umpisa, o kaya sobrang anghang. Mamaya, parang, sabi nila, it is numbing effect, yung nakakamanhin. Pero that is only, although your taste buds will suffer, may have suffered damage, napapalitan naman yan. And usually yan, mga 10 days ang napapalitan yan. Then, ayan, makikita nyo ito, you will appreciate this more sa histology. The outer textures of taste cells are arranged around a minute taste pore. Okay? Kung titignan nyo, look at the drawing on the right. Now, from the tip of each taste cell, you have several microvilli, taste layers protruding into the taste pore to approach the cavity of the mouth. Your microvilli will provide the receptor surface for taste. It is not of any of the other structures, it is the microvilli. Similar to the microvilli na makikita sa GI tract. Yun ang very important. So, nasa microvilli ang taste sensation. Receptor surface for taste. Tapos may taste. Nerve fibers stimulated by your receptors. Then you have neurotransmitters also located hindi at the cell membrane. Okay, may mga vesicles doon ang neurotransmitters doon. And, gaya ng pinag-usapan natin mga action potential, meron din ganyan sa taste, no? Now, take a look of this graphic representation of a taste bud. Makikita nyo. Okay, your epiglottis, this is the throat. Meron na kayong malapit dito. Okay na, tapos na, nakita nyo na yan. Para din tonsil, lingual tonsil. Then you have your gallate papillae and your Fulgiform papillae. Yan ang mga pinanggagalingan ng taste buds natin, donation. Yung gallate papillae, that's in the posterior surface, forming a V-shaped alignment. Tapos itong Fulgiform papillae, yan ay usually scattered sa tongue natin. Later tonight, kung tunay pa kayo magsisigilin, pagka brush nyo ng tongue, observahan nyo kung makikita nyo ang Fulgiform papillae. Okay? And it should be scattered all over your tongue. Right? Tapos anatomically, yan ang mga histologically, ganyan ang makikita nyo sa histology. Okay? More of that in histo. Now, location of taste buds, there are three types of papillae. And now, a large number of them surround the circumvallate papillae, which forms a V-line on the surface of the posterior tongue. Yun yung kaninang sinabi natin. Moderate numbers, Fulgiform papillae over the anterior surface of the tongue and scattered all throughout the tongue. And then you have foliate papillae along the lateral surfaces of the tongue. Now, yung mga yan, may kanya-kanyang mga forte. May kanya-kanya siyang preferential taste na nasa-sense. Taste buds number around 2,000 to 10,000, and the children have a little more, no? Okay? More or less, ganyan. Fulgiform papillae on the left, foliate papillae on the right, valgate papillae right upper, and their respective locations. Meron kanina yung taste distribution, may kanya-kanyang mga strong sense of taste sa mga bawat papillae. Specificity. Each taste bud usually, bakit pag sinubo mo iba-iba lasa ng ulam, bakit may nakikibabaw? It's because that each taste bud usually responds mostly to one of the 5 primary taste sensations in low concentrations. Pag mababa concentration yan, medyo paisa-isa lang. Pero pag sinamungan mo na sinamungan ng pagkain, you're aware of sinamungan, and you overload your mouth. At magkakagulo na ang lasa dahil you will excite 2 or more of your primary taste sensations. So enjoy your food, dahan-dahan ang subo, in low concentrations, nang lumabas yung lasa. Okay. So ngayon, meron palang basis yung pagtikim-tikim natin sa kusina. Titingnan mo kung tama ang timpla. Tama? Hindi ka naman kasi, tigman mo nga kung tama ang timpla nito, bibigyan ka na ng isang tasang sabaw. Diba? Diba? Pakunti mo. Kaya pala, nang mangibabaw at ma-distinguish mo kung ano kulang. Kaya, ito ang physiologic basis ng tikim, kaya kung syarita lang. Kulang sa alat, saka kulang din sa alat at tamis. Diba? Yung mga ganun kayo sa bahay. Because in low concentrations, you're stimulating only one taste sensation at a time. So, meron tayong physiologic basis na doon. Yun na ituturo nyo sa mga bahay nyo, pag-uwi nyo, mamaya. Pero kung gutom na kayo, pakiulan nyo sa timpla, basta isang tatasang sa kawkata. Diba? Mechanism of stimulation of taste buds. Okay. So may depolarization na dito. Okay. Let's go through this. Okay. You have taste substance. Mayroon kang pinasok sa bibig mo. It will come in contact with your taste ears. Now, that will cause a negative potential. Loss of its negative potential. Loss. Now, that is what we call now the taste cell becoming depolarized. This change in electrical potential in the taste cell is called the receptor potential for taste. So, meron din potential ang panlasa. Now, the mechanism by which, if we go down, let's go through this. Goes into the taste villi to initiate the receptor potential by binding of the taste chemical to a protein receptor molecule, opens ionic channels, normal negativity of the cell, depolarized, taste chemical itself is gradually washed away by saliva. Kaya yung saliva natin serves the purpose of not only aiding in digestion, but also cleaning and clearing our mouth and taste buds. Okay, removes the stimulus. Now, yung taste will remain hanggang nandun yung stimulus. So, kung ipapaliwanag mo sa, siyempre, gusto mo medically explain yan. Yun ang pinaka-physiologic explanation. Because there is a stimulus that is continuing to depolarize your taste sensations. That's why nalalasahan mo. The taste lingers on until that substance is washed away. After which, ganyan na. Ito, maliban doon sa mga nagkikinig niya. Ganyan na. May lasa ba? May nalalasahan kayo?
Sweet lang.
Dalawang araw ka na nanilig si Kip. Alright? Huwag naman kayo gano'n. Generation of nerve impulses by the taste bud. So, kailangan meron din mga ganyan na nerve impulses. On first application of a taste stimulus, you call it a taste stimulus. The rate of discharge of the nerve fibers from the taste buds rises to a peak within seconds, but it adapts. It adapts in the next few seconds back to a lower steady level. So yung unang subo, yun ang medyo talagang malasa. After which, pag muya ka ng muya, it will lower to in a few milliseconds to a steady level, pero yung taste stimulus will remain. Hindi yung sinasabi ko kanina. Okay? Now, ito, ganyan na nangyayari pag kumakain tayo. Sa umpisa, malakas ang dating, tapos maalat pa din, sobrang alat. Pero yung alat na babawasan, kapag napansin mo, habang kumakain ka. Because bumababa na yung threshold mo. That is the scientific explanation kung bakit na natitiis natin yung ibang unpleasant sensation. You understand so far? Okay? Okay. Transmission of taste. Ito naman, ano na to? This is technical, but I want you to know this. Ito yung CNS pathway kung saan lumagas ang taste sensation. Okay? Anterior 2/3 of the tongue. Lingual nerve. Through the lingual nerve, tapos facial nerve. Into your tractus solitarius in the brainstem. Anterior 2/3. Yung galing sa circumvallate papilla on the back of the tongue and from other posterior regions, glossopharyngeal nerve. So that's cranial nerve number 9. Okay? Then, magkikita sila yung sa anterior sa tractus solitarius. Tapos, yung sa tractus solitarius, sa base ng tongue, diretso siya to the tractus solitarius by way of the vagus nerves. So there are 3 cranial nerves involved sa taste. You have cranial nerve 7, 9, and 10. Okay? Now all taste fiber synapse of the posterior brainstem in the nuclei of your tractus solitarius. Second order neurons. Okay? Yan, pumupunta yan sa thalamus. Yung third order neurons pumupunta na sa higher centers. Parietal cerebral cortex. So, diyan namamalagi yan ng mga dinadaanan ng taste. Ito ang medyo, it will try to explain sa neuroanatomy nyo, okay? How these, what yung tinatahak ng impulses ng taste natin. Now, taste reflexes are integrated in the brain stem. Okay, they are transmitted within the brain stem directly into the salivatory nuclei. Gustatory area. And they are transmitted to the salivary glands to help control secretion of saliva during ingestion and digestion of food. So, hindi lang para pag nakakita ka ng gusto mo, nakakapaggawa yan. It is true. When you say nakakapaggawa, it will increase salivary secretion because it goes through this complex process. So, hindi yung basta, ang sarap naman yan. No. Naggaling na ng tractus solitarius bago yan naggaway ka ng ganyan. Alam niyo na. Alright. Adaptation of taste. Okay, ang adaptation of taste nangyayari yan sa CNS. Okay, not the taste buds themselves. Dahil yan, associated yan with higher functions, whether what you tasted is pleasant or not. So, doon ka mag-a-adapt. When you say adaptation of taste, di ba meron tayong mga kanya-kanyang preference? Yan siya. Mahilig sa maalat yan. Yung nanay ko, mahilig sa matamis, kaya nag-diabetes. But these taste preferences, nangyari yan dahil na it is formed in the CNS from their previous living experiences. Okay? Kaya ang mechanism, hindi pa ganun ka elucidated. Ayan, taste preference. Now, paano natin i-establish na ganun pa rin sa CNS pala na po-form yung food preferences? Okay. Adrenalectomized salt-depleted animals will automatically select drinking water with a high concentration of sodium chloride as against yung plain water. Excessive amounts of insulin. So, binabagsak natin ng sugar. Yung animals, anong ginagawa ng hayop? They have this preference to go to kung saan matamis yung pagkain. Third, parathyroidectomized. So, calcium-depleted animals will choose high calcium concentration supplements. So, ito, makikita nyo, kahit natanggalin ng mga endocrinologic para crane, exocrine control, hinahanap kung ano ang pangangailangan ng katawan. And it is a CNS process. As you will see, because of a previous experience. Kung panay matabang ang kinakain mo, you will be craving for maalat na pagkain. Kung panay bitter ang pagkain mo, bumabagsak ang sugar mo, you will go for sweet foods. So, para siyang, I don't know if I will confuse you by using this word, inundation mo yung utak mo because of your previous experience. There? Okay. Now, this understood sense of smell, but like what, hindi na. Time out. Gaya ng pinramis ko sa inyo, I will cut it there. Okay? Read the magandang book, magandang discussion regarding sa taste, sa ito. Okay? We will continue with this second set, along with the smell and auditory. Yung auditory, maganda din yun. Pero kasi, it might be running in too much information sa inyo. Pagod na ba kayo? Talaga? Kumusta ang experience? 1 year after medical, half sem, 1 sem after beginning medical school. Lobat? Ano ba? Terminology.
Breakdown.
Lobat. Confusion. Are you confused?
Yes.
Regarding?
If it was to be
Balik tayo sa Philips.
if magsa second sem pa.
Ano ba? Ano yung experience nyo? Ano yung first sem?
Sad.
Kakawindan. Okay?
So sad here.
Pagod. Puyat. Kaya puyat? Kaya ba? Sige lang. Hang on. 7 cents na lang. 7 cents na lang. Hang on. Ganun talaga. Wala pa kayong sinabi na hindi namin nagmanta. Ganyan. Bindang, loba, confused, anxious, mental health. Okay? May tanong sa taste. Sa special senses, vision and taste lang ang kasama sa finance. Okay? Then, may utang na kung olfaction and auditory, first set, first meeting. Mabilis lang yun. Dahil you have to proceed to respiratory and pulmonary circulation. Yes. Ang coverage natin is the cardiovascular from Dr. Galil. Yung PAL, yung mga chapters. You will have it in your, sabi ko, test blueprint. Nandun yun. Okay? And then, itong dalawang special senses. Alright? If pinoto off ko yung isang pa, may isa pa eh. Pero huwag na muna. Dahil nga inilipat ko ang pulmonary circulation sa second set. I will give it na lang sa second set. Questions? Stand by for the blueprint. Tonight or tomorrow, hanggang bukas. Plan your studies well. Wala nang klase? You're done for today? Okay? Walang tanong? Walang tanong? So, expected namin, marami na yung sagot, ha? Isang video yan. On Monday, may activity, pero that should not involve you. Dadating yata si Yusek Verdiere. Dito. Kaya din, okay, sa mga ano ang mga video? Ha? Kaya. All schedules clear sa inyo about your semestral first week, second week of January. Basta yung January 6 to 10. Yun ang semestral. Then you will come back January 29. Okay? Study well, have a good weekend. Thank you.
Sino pag hindi nagbabalik? Sila?